Say hi. Okay.
All right. Well, the number of veterans has increased tremendously since 2001, mainly caused to the war in the Middle East. Obviously, from 9/11 and stuff like that. I got that from CBSNews.com. Having both great grandpas and serve in World War II, and my actual grandpas serve in the Air Force and the Navy Academy. I've been told many different stories on how actually hard it is from being overseas for 4 to 20 years or whatever, however long you are, and coming back, and how difficult it is to change an environment, and how how hard it can be. This is actually my great grandpa right here, if you can see that. He has a Purple Heart and stuff like that, and got wounded and was actually disabled for a while. So I've been told many stories about that whenever he was alive. But DAV, which is also known as Disabled Americans Veterans Organization, is a nonprofit organization that helps disabled veterans find jobs and just create a good environment for them, so they can have the motive to be successful. Many people don't realize how important veterans are to our society. They actually helped us through a while. That's why we have the freedom we do today. So let's look at some of the issues we face today with this. A lot of veterans are actually struggling right now in America due to the disorders or disabilities that they have. PTSD is one of the main causes for or the main disabilities that they have. According to nim.nih.gov, almost 31% of Vietnam vets have PTSD, 10% of Gulf War vets have it, and 11% of people overseas right now in Afghan and Iraq have it, which is a pretty high number for people coming back and just having brain trauma and just being mentally ill. This actually causes, according to msrc.fsu.edu, this actually there are actually 22 vets that commit suicide a day because of this, which is an extremely high number. This isn't just the vets that they're suffering; it's also their families and also stuff like that. But also, many vets come back and have amputations from their legs, or arms, just from grenades or mines and stuff like that. Since 2001, according to FSA.org, over 1,600 vets have had amputations and are struggling in America right now. Most of those are actually living under the poverty line, which is 1.4 million vets right now are actually living under the poverty line, which is almost about 10% of veterans that we have in America right now. And I got that from commondreams.org. As you can see, these people need help, and that's what Disabled American Veterans and other organizations like that are trying to do. So we really need to help those as us and a society to also help DAV and those other organizations. We can also play our part in many ways. Saying a simple thank you. If you see a veteran or something, literally you can just go up, say thank you for your service, and that actually plays a huge part. They really like that. It's very common for people to do that and get recognized. They actually like that a lot. On a bigger scale, more businesses probably need to give more military discounts. As of right now on bradsdeals.com, there are over 223 stores that give military discounts to vets, but in my opinion, I don't know why every store doesn't do that. Sparing a few dollars for people that basically fight for our freedom is not that big of a deal. It shouldn't be that big of a deal for them to do that. And also, a recent article on CNN.com came out that was 9 simple ways that an individual can help with disabled veterans. Things like share their stories if you talk to them, help build their homes. You can actually sign up for that online. It's volunteer work. It'll look good on resumes and that type of stuff. You can send them care packages or donate frequent flyer miles so they can go visit family and stuff like that. If society starts to do this, I can almost guarantee that there will be less veterans living under the poverty line, and less veterans committing suicide each day. Also, on the bright side, Disabled American Veterans Organization and I are not the only ones that are doing this. There are according to veteransnetwork.net, there are over 55 more organizations just like this that help veterans. But still, that's 55 organizations that people need to support and really donate to, and so they can help those disabled veterans. On the other hand, if we do not do this, the increase of suicide rate will actually go up tremendously, because more and more people will start to come back from overseas. And I got that from ptsd.va.gov. But as you can see, many positive things will come out of this if every American, or every individual like us, plays their part. Now that we have talked about it, let's actually go out and do it. It's actually not that hard. It doesn't take that long. People don't realize how simple it is and how easy it is for people like us, and because obviously people that come back from the military had a hard time. Most people that are in the military don't come back and are just totally normal. So they literally did so much for us that it's very easy for us to play our part and just help out a little bit. But as amazing as Disabled American Veterans is, they can't do it without our help. While you agree with me or not, everyone should realize that how important it is to society how important it is for society, and how amazing those people are, and how what good they're doing to this country. But according to Disabilities Compendium.org, the over 9.1 million vets, about 13% of those need our help. So, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.